3 local teens remain missing. Their families are asking for your help. New information on President Trump's scheduled visit to Bakersfield. And this weekend, Whiskey Flat Days brings back the Old West. This is 17 News at noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at noon. I'm Vanessa Dillon. Well, a search warrant on Friday says CHP officers believed the man accused in the deadly Greyhound bus shooting may have been under the influence of drugs. Officers obtained blood and urine samples due to 33-year-old Anthony Devontae Williams' erratic behavior during the incident. Williams is charged with murder and multiple counts of attempted murder after allegedly opening fire on a bus traveling from Los Angeles to San Francisco on Monday. Passengers told police that Anthony Williams was cursing and muttering incoherently moments before shots were fired. The documents also say another passenger disarmed Williams at the time of the attack, and the gun was given to the bus driver, Albert Walker, who forced Williams out of the bus and onto the shoulder of Interstate 5. Williams is due back in court April 28th. Police conducted a raid on an illegal casino and marijuana dispensary last night. This is video of the scene in the 2800 block of South Chester Avenue at the corner of Geneva Avenue. At least a dozen officers could be seen going in and out of 2 buildings. Sergeant Michael Allred says the department received information about both a possible illegal dispensary and a casino here.
The investigations personnel obtained search warrants for both locations, and those search warrants were executed this evening, and the investigation's ongoing at this time.
Sergeant Allred could not say what was seized from both locations or if any arrests were made. However, we observed several people being detained. The search continues this afternoon for 3 teens who may have run away from home. Family members first told 17 News about 16-year-old Michaela Nunez, her cousin, 15-year-old Joseph Sanchez, and their friend, 14-year-old Andrew Esquivel. The 3 of them haven't been seen since Wednesday morning. Their families say the 3 have never run away before. The cases were filed with BPD and the Sheriff's Office. Call either agency if you have any information about the 3 teens. Well, it looks like President Trump will make a visit to Bakersfield next Wednesday. A White House official confirmed with 17's Eitan Wallace that President Trump plans to visit the Golden Empire. The official says it's part of a week-long tour to the western states. Mr. Trump and Congressman Kevin McCarthy plan to speak with farmers on how they want to improve water supplies and delivery. It'll be the president's first trip to the San Joaquin Valley since 2016. And his first visit to Bakersfield. In your 17 Court Watch, jurors convicted Derek Connell for the murder of his mother and stepfather. Connell was found guilty of first-degree murder for killing Christopher Higginbotham. Jurors also found him guilty of second-degree murder for the death of his mother, Kim Higginbotham. In 2016, the killings shocked the Northwest neighborhood where they lived. Kim Higginbotham was a beloved kindergarten teacher in Delano. During the trial, Connell's defense attorney argued it was actually Chris Higginbotham who killed his wife. Connell killed him in retaliation. But prosecutors told jurors Connell is a liar who was caught that night leaving the home with blood on his clothing and bottles of bleach in his car. Connell is set to be sentenced March 12th. He faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. After being treated for the coronavirus in a Beijing hospital for over 2 weeks, 3 members of a Chinese family were allowed to return home today after recovering from the virus. The family's encounter with the virus began when the parents of a 29-year-old Beijing man who were from central China's province briefly stopped in Wuhan and the outbreak's epicenter on their way to Beijing for Lunar New Year. The mother was diagnosed with coronavirus on January 29th, and her son, his wife, and their 1-year-old son were all subsequently found to have been infected with coronavirus. The coronavirus outbreak has killed 1,380 in China and infected more than 63,000 in the country. The city of Beijing has reported 372 infections and 3 deaths as of yesterday. Switching gears, let's talk about our weather forecast. We have been making note of it all morning. It's just gorgeous on this Valentine's Day. 61 degrees in the city, 48% humidity levels, calm winds for us for the remainder of this afternoon. It's going to start to drop around 8 o'clock tonight. We're looking at a high of 55 degrees, and currently in Tehachapi, 59 degrees, 29% sunny skies, northwest winds at 10 miles per hour. Our outdoor forecast also looking beautiful. It's going to start to get chilly by 6 o'clock tonight. We're looking at a high of 45 degrees and then those high 30s well into tonight if you have any big Valentine's Day plans. And as far as this weekend goes, gorgeous conditions as well. I'll have a look at your pinpoint weather forecast coming up in just a few. It's already that time of year again, so grab your boots and hat because Whiskey Flat Days is back this weekend. Kernville is going back to the Wild West for its annual festival, celebrating the town's heritage. Whiskey Flat Days kicks off Friday and wraps up Monday. They'll feature Red-Headed Strangers at Circle Park this Friday at 5 p.m. If you're looking for some unconditional love and company this Valentine's Day, you may want to think about adopting your forever best friend. Adopt the love of your life today or tomorrow for $14. Kern County Animal Services is promoting the offer as a way to help you meet your sweet forever Valentine.
And so of course, it is February 14th, so in the spirit of love, we are doing $14 adoptions all day today. We think this is a great way to get our animals showcased.
Pick up your sweetheart today or tomorrow at 21 South Mount Vernon Avenue. All ready-to-go pets will be spay and neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, and can come home with you the same day just in time for some Valentine's Day cuddles. Valentine's Day is time to celebrate love, both young and old. And this morning on Sunrise, we brought you the story of a Bakersfield couple who's tying the knot today, all thanks to a local hospice center. 17th Taylor Schaub attended the wedding and now joins us live to give us a look at that wedding. Hey, Taylor, how's it going?
Hey Vanessa, I'm here with my two new best friends, Joe and Lorraine, who just tied the knot. Joe, you're 79 years old, but you just married the love of your life. How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I'm glad it's happening. And I know that I'm not going to be alone anymore, and knowing that someone cares for me and and all that, so like vice versa and all that, so.
All right, and Lorraine, you were visibly emotional as you were walking down the aisle. This is the love of your life. This is somebody that you spent the last 9 years of your life with, and the fact that you got to officially marry him, enter in, take his last name on Valentine's Day. What did that mean to you?
Well, that meant a lot to me. I love this man. I will love him to the day, he departs. And everything, which I hope never does, and I will always love him. He's the love of my life. He's my friend. He's my companion. He's my everything, and I'm happy to be with him.
Kern River put on this entire event for you guys today. It was a huge production, and a lot of people came out to watch. Just seeing all of those people out there for you guys. It
was shocking, and I didn't know how many was going to be there, but it was awesome, and I loved it, and I thank for the people that set it up for us, and I'm happy to be with this man for the rest of my life.
All right, there you have it. It's the Iolas. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
So cute. I love it, Taylor. Thanks so much. All right, everyone, it's not just Joe and Elaine that are happy and in love this Valentine's Day. Here's a look at some other happy couples from Kern County. Earlier this week, we asked our viewers to send in pictures of themselves with their sweethearts. Just love those photos. And we're also celebrating the Day of Love with photos of our KGET teams and our loved ones. Here's a few that we showed earlier this morning on Sunrise. There's still time for you to send in your photos too today. Just go ahead and send them to 17news@kget.com or post them on our social media platforms. While some people plan their Valentine's date night, others may end up stuck in bed tonight. How the flu remains widespread across the country. Plus, it's a dangerous trend teens are picking up that parents may want to pay close attention to. Your 17 Health Watch after the break. Welcome back in your 17 Health Watch. Many people will be spending Valentine's Day sick in bed with the flu. According to the CDC, the flu is still widespread in 48 states. All but 6 states are reporting high activity. That is a slight decline from last week, where 45 states had reported high activity. So far, at least 26 million people have come down with the flu this season. Over 250,000 people have been hospitalized, and at least 14,000 have died, including 92 children. A drug prescribed for weight loss is being pulled from the market due to a possible cancer risk. The FDA requested the removal of Belviq after a clinical trial showed a possible increased risk of cancer. The manufacturer says it'll comply with the request, and the FDA says patients should stop taking the drug immediately and talk to their doctors about alternate weight loss medications. The agency is not recommending special screening for people who may have taken the medication. A troubling new trend called dabbing is going around. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez reports on a new poll that suggests this is a method that many teenagers are aware of, while their parents are likely in the dark.
If you're a parent who hasn't heard of dabbing, a potentially dangerous way of inhaling a concentrated dose of marijuana, you're not alone.
I thought dabbing was a dance.
But chances are your kids know what it is, and that's where the threat lies.
It's just like an extract from pot. It's just stronger, more potent.
A dab, also known as wax or glass, is a highly concentrated form of THC, the chemical in marijuana that gets you high. It appears as a waxy substance and can be inhaled through traditional pipe smoking or through dab pens, similar to vaping. According to a new survey by Axios, half of the 18 to 24-year-olds surveyed have done it or know someone who has. That number fell to 32% among 25 to 34-year-olds and continued to decline as respondents got older. Dabbing is much more powerful than traditional marijuana. While a typical joint contains roughly 25% THC, a dab can have up to 90%.
This is 1 gram.
Kevin Grossman is a 26-year-old dabber in Los Angeles, where it's legal above the age of 21 to consume and possess up to 8 grams.
You're going to be able to get the feeling that you want a little bit faster if you're a heavy smoker. If you're a light smoker, dabbing is going to kind of take you to another planet.
Proponents say THC concentrates like dabbing and oils can offer a more controlled dosage and fewer toxins than actually smoking the marijuana plant. But younger people and inexperienced users may be unaware of the higher THC levels, inhaling a dangerously high dose.
What's the most dangerous part of this?
So the most dangerous part about dabbing is a short-term danger, which means it causes issues like heart palpitations, anxiety. We see them in the emergency room with panic attacks.
In September, a Texas high school student passed out and was taken to the hospital after taking a hit from a friend's dab pen at choir practice. The student was treated and released.
Long term, it can cause addiction or dependence problems, but it also causes other issues, especially with testing or thinking or math type problems, which could be lifelong issues.
All right, now a quick look at your weather forecast on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Right now we are seeing 61 here in the city, 48% humidity levels, calm winds out there for us. Clear skies too expected into this weekend also. And we're pretty much going to start to see clouds make their way into Kern County by next week. I'll get into the details in just a few. Right now we're looking at 63 in Los Angeles, 61 in Bakersfield. Our highs today looking at 69 in Los Angeles, 70 here for us in Fresno. Air quality at moderate 53 AQI, and if you've been noting, we've been seeing that our air quality has been in moderate for the last several days. Valley forecast, sunny skies if you have any big Valentine's Day plans. Looking at those high 60s across the board. Chilly conditions well into those evening hours for us. And the mountain forecast, east winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour with pretty much those mid 60s, even high 50s in some areas like Stallion Springs is looking at 56, 57 in Bear Valley, 58 in Tehachapi. And then we get into those mid to high 30s overnight. And in the desert forecast, northeast winds then become southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny skies today. into this weekend, and then we start to see those highs of 60s across the board. In our Valley forecast, gorgeous day for us on Valentine's Day. We've been saying it all week, so if you have any big plans, definitely take advantage. It's just going to be beautiful out there if you're making your way outdoors. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. Then this weekend, we're looking at a high of 69 degrees, and then pretty much cloud coverage by next weekend is expected, and those mid-60s pretty steady into next week too. In the mountain forecast, sunny skies into this weekend. 59 degrees is our high by this Sunday. We're also seeing a high of 54 by Monday. Cloud coverage making its way into the mountains all the way into next Thursday. A clear up by next Wednesday too. In the Kern Valley forecast, sunny skies, some lingering cloud coverage by next week, and then sunny by next Wednesday, Thursday. Looking at a high of 60 degrees by next Tuesday. Then things start to clear up by next Wednesday, looking at a high of 60 by next Thursday. Remember, it's going to be chilly across the board in those evening hours. That was a look at your weather forecast. We'll be right back with more news. Oh, there it is. Breaking news right now. We've just learned 2 of the missing teens we told you about have been found. Family members tell us 16-year-old Michaela Nunez and her cousin 15-year-old Joseph Sanchez are home safe now. We're working to learn whether or not their friend 14-year-old Andrew Escobar has also been found. The 3 of them disappeared Wednesday morning. We'll bring you the new information as soon as it's available.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Valentine's Day is going to the dogs. Americans are expected to spend $1.7 billion on their pets this year, up 17% from what they spent just a decade ago. The National Retail Federation says 1 in 4 people buy gifts for their pets, and almost half admit they cuddle with their dog more than their significant other. The average person has earmarked roughly $12 for their pets Valentine's Day, almost double what they spent last year. And if you just want to cross out your ex and eat your feelings, it's Valentine's Day. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen can help out. Just find the restaurant's official Instagram account and send them a photo of yourself and your ex. They'll replace your ex with one of their famous honey butter croissants, and then you can head to your nearest Cheddar Scratch Kitchen and get a free first round of these signature croissants on the house. Well, happy Valentine's Day. Of course, we've been talking about it. If you're not close to your special someone today, don't worry. There are new devices that aim to keep you connected. NBC's Liz McLaughlin tells us more.
Millions of Valentine's Day cards are changing hands today. But for long-distance love, there's a new way to stay in touch.
This is just a more unique way to really use technology, but have it have a more human touch.
Gift sites like Uncommon Goods are seeing a surge in the popularity of connected devices, including the Love Box, with a heart that spins when a message is sent to the box.
It's something more magical, I think, than just what the phone can do.
Connected friendship lights are another trending product with a growing number of options on the market.
These are friendship lamps from Brookstone. They come with a companion app. You have one and give another to your friend or loved one. Then you can use the app to change the color of their lamp so they know you're thinking of them, whether they're in your neighborhood or across the country.
Or try a connected wearable like Bond Touch bracelets. When it's touched, the paired bracelet will light up and vibrate.
People are saying that they love the opportunity to tell someone they're thinking about them without necessarily having to use words.
Go a step further with Pillow Talk, a wrist monitor that sends a real-time heartbeat to a speaker that goes under your partner's pillow. Or share a smooch through robot lips with the Kissinger. Tech to keep you feeling close to your loved ones, even when you're not. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
Uncommon Goods says the friendship lights are their most popular product in this category. You can connect as many of them as you want, so the whole family could have one. Well, it's back. Stranger Things released a new trailer, and guess who shows up on it? Coming up, a preview of the highly praised Netflix hit. Entertainment news is after the break. Welcome back. In your 17 entertainment news, Netflix and the Duffer Brothers have given a Valentine's Day present to fans of Stranger Things, a new trailer for Season 4. If you haven't seen Season 3, cover your ears because the trailer answers a big question left hanging at the end of the previous installment. It features a beloved character, Hopper, who seemed to be dead at the end of season 3. Don't get mad at me if you haven't seen it. The teaser doesn't include any details about when the new season will be released, but it's still guaranteed to set social media on fire with speculation. Well, roses, check. Chocolates, check. Dinner reservations, check. Those are all essential for Valentine's Day. And don't underestimate the importance of the greeting card. According to the Greeting Card Association and Hallmark, roughly 145 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged each year. That makes Valentine's Day the year's second largest card sending holiday, right behind Christmas. According to the History Channel, the tradition of exchanging tokens of affection on Valentine's Day goes back centuries. People in the U.S. likely started giving handmade Valentines the early 1700s, and America's first mass-produced Valentines showed up in the 1840s. They were elaborate creations sold by Esther Howland, known as the mother of the Valentine. Interesting. Well, when we return here on 17 News at noon, our Pet of the Week with SPCA's Chuck Nordstrom. A look when we come back. Finally, here at noon, Chuck Nordstrom is with our Pet of the Week from the SPCA. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are we doing here?
We're doing good.
We got excited little girl.
We got a little girl here. Her name is Mishka, and she's a little husky mix, 8 to 9 weeks old, and she is looking for a Valentine's home today.
A Valentine.
So when I leave here, I'll be headed back. So at 1 o'clock, she'll be up for adoption. She's already spayed, microchipped, vaccinated. She'll be going home this afternoon.
So someone who's ready to just cuddle up with Mishka tonight, what do they need to do? What are those last minute tips?
Well, come on into the SPCA, spend some time with her. She's got a lot of energy, so it's good for you to understand that, and chewing. So you're going to have to deal with that. She's all puppy, and if you fall in love with her, then, it's the adoption paperwork, and now she's going to get vocal.
She's like, I'm tired of this. Let's get out of here. Let's go to my new home. And so did she have any siblings?
No, she came in by herself. She got beautiful blue eyes.
Yes.
And, huskies are good-sized dogs, so even though she's cute and cuddly now, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
chewing.
It's funny because when we were sitting here before, during the break, she was all quiet and she's showing off for TV right now. She's so playful. So she's ready to go, ready for adoption.
Ready for adoption right now today. Someone's Valentine.
There's that phone number for you. If you're interested in Mishka, just come on down and check her out, and hopefully she'll come home with you guys.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Chuck, for joining us. And that's all for us on 17 News at noon. We'll see you back here for 17 News at 5. Have a great weekend.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app in the spirit of the Golden Empire. 17 News.